Hi, friends. Welcome to our live. We're going to wait for my buddy to get on, and then we'll get started with the questions. But I feel like I should have some intro music. So I'm going to be doing something soon. I think I'm going to just put a bunch of... Oh, there he is. Hey. Uh-oh. Did he join? Accept.
Wait. Was that Show 'em What You Got, Little
I
Mama?
was
Was that what
just...
that was? That's like my anthem at work. I promise you, you didn't know this. That's my anthem. That's my anthem at work, Steph.
So, you know how baseball players have an entrance song? Like the home team
Yeah,
person, you know
yeah.
how they always have
Theme
like an intro.
music.
Yeah. So I want that in life, right? I want like when I step in a room, a song to come on, right? So so
Hey,
I think I'm gonna do some stories
hey,
or some reels about like, okay, if I'm entering a room to this music, what does that mean?
hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. So I just felt like we needed some intro. Show me what you got, little mama. Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. Uh-oh. James froze. Hey. Well, thank y'all for joining the room. Hopefully we can get James unfrozen so he can answer some of these questions. Um, for y'all that don't know who are joining us, thanks for joining us. Some of y'all asked us some questions earlier today via stories, and we're going to sit and answer them now. We figured that it was easiest for us to answer these together rather than me doing some questions, James doing some questions. So we're not going to hold y'all for too long, but we got some really, really good stories. He looks so funny frozen. At least it wasn't like a really weird frozen face, and he should be back. Oh, the wonders of technology.
But you
There
might
he is.
look. You might have to turn the song off because they may be kicking me out because of copyright. You know how they don't play.
I know. All right, I turned it off.
I think that's why they
All right,
kicked me out.
I turned it off.
Hey, Mom
We.
Washington.
Oh, that's what I said. Hey, Dad. I think my mom's on too. Hey, Mom. All
Oh,
right, so we're not gonna hold nobody. We
okay,
we gonna get right into these
let's do
questions.
it.
I'll
Oh,
answer.
some of these questions I don't even know how to answer them.
Oh, I
But
know. I was like
like,
stressing.
don't ever ask a singer what they would sing to audition. Like that's one of the hardest questions to
It
ask.
really is. It
Oh my.
really is.
Okay,
It really.
Stephanie,
All
let's
right, you
go. Let's do.
ready? All right, let's just go. Okay, so our first set of questions is from Sydney Wood Realtor. The first question is, what are our day jobs and do we sing full time? So you can start.
I wish. I wish. I wish. I wish. No. We do not sing full
Nope.
time. But we wish we did.
Sure did.
But Stephanie, what is your day job?
My day job is mommy. Prior to that, I um, taught kindergarten for 12 years in our local county. And after that, once I had my daughter, I was planning on taking a year off. That year ended up being 6, 7, 8 at this point.
Counting.
Yeah, and counting.
Oh, and
So
then another little nugget popped in there too, right?
I had a very pre-pandemic baby, just pre, I should say.
Okay.
Just hey Morgan, just pre-pandemic baby. So that kept me home as well. So I have been home for the past, about 8 years. But my day job was teaching. And I do not sing full time. I sing at our church once a month.
Okay. So, Yeah, I really wish my full-time job was to be a singer because that was always a dream of mine. But life happened, and I had to walk away from the industry for a little while. But I'm slowly making my way back here and there as she sips her little drink. Um, I am. I work in human resources. I'm a leadership development consultant, believe it or not, for a major healthcare organization.
Mhm.
Um, when we have to rehabilitate all the leaders in my organization because maybe they don't get the best reviews or they run into some issues, yeah, they come see me. We teach them things like leading with empathy, and I wouldn't say we rehabilitate, but we get them on the right
Give
path,
them some new
give them
tools.
some new tools to help them be much better leaders. So,
That's right.
yeah, I'm the person that they come to before they got to leave the organization,
Mm-mm.
and I exclusively deal with leaders at my organization. So from like middle management all the way up to executive leadership.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Right. Okay. So next question from Sydney was, how long have we known each other?
Oh gosh, Stephanie, it has now been, it's 2024. It has been a
I was gonna say
decade.
it's been about 10 years, right?
10 years.
Yeah.
I left the church that Stephanie and I like just missed each other when she started going to our church. And then, a whole bunch of life happened and I found my way back. And in 2014, I was kind of this quiet guy who didn't talk much, and uh, only a couple people knew me. And yeah, Stephanie and I have known each other for 10 years and have been singing together the majority of that 10
Majority.
years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
All right.
Stephanie and I were both section leaders,
Mm-hmm.
the choirs. I was the section leaders for the tenor and bass voices, and Stephanie was the alto section leader. And then we also both sang on small teams together.
Yep.
Sing on small teams
Yes.
together.
Currently.
Current.
Currently. All right. Our next set of questions is from Ben Cruz. I hope I'm saying that correctly, Ben. Thank you for all your
Hey,
comments. You hit us
my
up
wife,
often.
my wifey's
I
on,
see
Steph.
her. Hey. Here's the first question. Would we audition for The Voice?
You know what? I don't think I would today.
Not today.
I don't think I would today. Come talk to me 20 years ago. Sure.
There you go.
Sure. I did audition for another voice show 20 years ago, but that's a whole nother story.
Mm,
But
that's
um,
part two.
hey, I enjoy watching much more than the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you waving?
Yeah. I I would not at this point in my life because I'm not looking to sing as a career. I'm not looking to make it as a singer at this point. I think that The Voice is a wonderful platform to springboard you into your career. And I just don't have the time to be away from my family to not really make it count as a career pursuit. So I would not at this point. Like you said, maybe 20 years earlier, if I was single, no kids, then maybe. But at this point, no.
Yeah, I'm too middle aged now.
Mm,
I guess that's the best answer. I'm too middle
I'm not
aged.
going to say that. I'm just going to say I've got other things going on in life that take
Look,
precedence
it's Karen.
over,
Hey,
hey,
Karen.
Kara, that take precedent over The Voice,
Yeah.
spending time to be away for that long and that kind of time commitment. Next question. Do we watch American Idol?
Well, I know Stephanie. I can answer for both of us. Stephanie does not,
I do not.
but
But,
I'm just going to say this. What we used to do, or what I used to do with The Voice, is what I kind of do with maybe one or two singers, at most three singers of the current season of American Idol, because they run in tandem,
right,
right?
right.
So what I'll do is like one, two, maybe three singers. I'll start sneaking Stephanie videos. And Stephanie, when they're really good, what's your reply when I always send you these videos?
I'm not watching this show.
Stephanie's like, you know what, James, I and you don't have time for this.
And that's
No.
it. I want to make that clear. It's nothing against the actual show. It's that watching these shows is a time commitment that I just do not have. I can only do one singing competition per season.
Stephanie and I love a good voice, y'all.
That's
We
right.
love a good voice. And all I'm going to say is this past season of American Idol, woo!
Jesus.
So all on
Oh,
those voices.
oh,
I mean,
oh.
aesthetically, singing for the Lord.
The Lord.
Woo! Okay.
Okay, next question, again from Ben, was what contestant do we talk to the most? I would say this is...
Like, do we talk to or talk about?
Right. So, I think what happens is that a lot of people that we talk to during season. So out of season, it's not as easy to talk because we are so consumed with current season.
And they're doing their thing.
And they're doing their thing because the people that we talk to, once they get off of The Voice, they are hustling, right? So, but I will tell you that Kim Cruz has been a great friend of ours. Oh God, what's his name?
Justin.
Thank you, Justin Aaron, who was a co-host was it last season?
Yeah.
Last season. He is a great friend of ours. Steve. We talked to Jackie a lot. Jackie from last season. Who else? I'm going to forget something.
Cara, obviously.
Yes.
Love us some Cara.
Love us some Cara Tanae. Who else do we talk to? If I'm really forgetting somebody, I will post you in stories. But I will say that pretty much anybody that I have made a reel about has contacted us in some way, shape, or form. Asher has even expressed that he might want to be on the podcast. So we'll talk about that question in a minute. Nathan from this season has been delightful to kind of go back and forth with a little bit. So yeah, during each season, there are many contestants that reach out to us because we will post reels about them, and they are so appreciative of our feedback and our comments, and we love y'all. It does it here too. We never expected. I think I can speak for James when I say that when we began the podcast, we never expected to have a dialogue with contestants. We didn't think that I didn't think that they would watch or care what we had to say.
Fanboy, fangirl all day long. Like when the first contestant reached out to us I believe was Kim Cruz. We were like, what? No.
Lost it.
That's why
lost it.
It's a little podcast that could.
Right.
I had no idea.
Right. Woo. Eric who? I love Eric. So to all of you contestants who have been either a part of the show doing an interview or have reached out to us in the DMs or have shared our content, thank you all so much. We love you all so much, and we're so appreciative that you have shared your gift with us, not on The Voice, and have shared some of yourself with us personally too.
We are appreciative of how much you've
trusted. Yes.
Yeah. No, you don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to, but and you just have given us some wonderful, beautiful insight into just the whole mind, the whole psyche of being on this show, and it's just wonderful to experience that with you all. So,
because let me tell y'all, for those friends that we have interviewed, there were after chats that were not recorded.
Absolutely.
And people have been very transparent and very real with us about their experience. And those things
so you ain't going to hear them.
You're not going to hear it because... but it means a lot to us that people would share, because we don't ask people to share outside of anything that can be public. And we never tell anything that's in the after chat. So, but we are so appreciative of their transparency and their realness with us. So, next question. Who is our favorite contestant? Now, this one is very hard to
I
answer. This one is very hard to answer
can't answer that
because
question.
I'm going to leave somebody out. I would say if you go back and look at our reels and look at our interviews, especially particularly, this is what I will say. The people that we have interviewed are probably the contestants that we know the best. Um, I can't call all I could call all of them my favorite. And I could call people that we have not interviewed our favorites because there's just been a ton of amazing people that we have either had the privilege to talk to or have chatted with them in the DMs. So it's really hard to say who our favorite would be. I would say that anybody that we interviewed, super love to them. I will say the one contestant that I was surprised at how wonderful she was, and not because I didn't think she'd be wonderful, it's just because she was young. I was so surprised at how engaging she was.
Yeah,
Rowan from season 23, maybe. Rowan Grace.
yeah,
That was that was an amazing interview
it
because she was
was.
just so engaging, so fun, so open. It was
And like,
that was
how old are you?
exactly. She just graduated this year.
So far
So
beyond her years.
far behind
Just
beyond her years.
wisdom and insight
Yeah,
and perspective.
absolutely.
It blew our minds, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You have anything to add,
No,
James?
I think to piggyback on what you're saying, I believe that all the people that we spoke to, all the people that we've done interviews with were our absolute favorite contestants of the season. And that was the crazy thing that kept blowing my mind, Stephanie. We did not like they wanted to interview, they wanted to meet with us, right?
Right.
We weren't
Right.
choosing them.
Right.
Now, lining up schedules is another
Right.
story because we're real people with real lives, and as are the contestants.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, everyone that we talked to were the ones that Stephanie and I would go back to
Yes.
often and talk about
Absolutely.
often, and still talk about to this day, even from previous seasons.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. The next question: who is our favorite winner?
I would say Asher for me. So far, only, and this is selfish and personal because
Okay.
Asher has probably the closest voice. Like he and I have very similar vocal textures
Mm-hmm.
and range.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why for me I would say Asher without a shadow of a doubt, because Stephanie, what did I tell you all season long? Every time Asher sang, I'd say what to you about
Uh,
about what I need to do
oh, he
when
wanted a
I
lesson.
yeah
James wants a
yeah
lesson from Asher.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah I would say Asher.
I think I have two. Initially, my pick was Asher because he was just a standout from the beginning, from very early in the season. And it was really cool to watch somebody that was so good so early just move all the way up
Yeah.
to the finals and win it deservedly, in my opinion. I thought he had one of the best voices of the season in a season where it just ended up that the talent by the end was really, 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 really good.
Good one.
Yes. I will also say Huntley because I love Huntley as a man. I love his story. I love his voice. His voice was so unique,
Thick.
like it was like a throwback voice for me because it reminded me of like that 90s rock sound, but he was so technically solid as well. I look forward to hearing Huntley sing each week. And again, I just really, really appreciate him as a human being. He's
You know
just
what
a
was
lovely
scary?
guy.
Also, his voice never failed.
Never failed.
Like I just was like,
Never
dude, like
failed.
how do you do that locally
Right.
and it's never
Right.
failing you? Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. Yeah. Last question from Ben. What was the first season of The Voice that we watched completely?
You too?
I don't think it was 22. I think it might have been. You got balloons. Okay. I think, well, you know what? No, it was not 22 because I know that we watched 21. I'm very sure that we watched 21 because I think 21 is an artist that I'm going to refer to later.
Okay.
And I watched that entire season. I think it was 20. Because before that, to be honest, I it's really hard for me to watch an hour-long show weekly. It's not a time commitment thing
Because
that
you
I
have
like.
because you have widows,
Because
not
I have
little
widows, and
widows.
by the time, like, sometimes watching a show feels like another thing to do, and I kind of want more flexibility and freedom than that. Even though I really like obviously we love the singing on The Voice, and I would watch clips. James would send me clips, and I'd watch the clips. But it's when it was during the pandemic. It was that first Jonas Brother season where they recorded
Okay.
during
Yes.
right through the
Then yeah,
pandemic. That's when we started
we're
watching.
gonna talk about
Yeah, we're
that
like,
one.
okay, we're gonna make it
That's
through this
gonna answer
pandemic.
the question, I think, for both of us. Even though there is a probably very close second um, to that question, I think that I know Stephanie and I usually right on the money when it comes to like some of the questions as far as thought. So
Hmm.
so yes. Yes, I think that is a full. We did watch that full season. You're right.
Yeah, I think it was either 20 or 21,
Okay.
but it was whatever that first Jonas season was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Next question is from Soul, who is a friend of mine. Hey girl. She asked, what audition song would we audition with if we auditioned?
Of course, your friend. And do I know this friend?
Oh yeah.
Why are you gonna
It's
ask that question?
a good question, right?
It is a very, very good question, but it's an impossible question. I'll let you go first because I'm still thinking.
Okay, so my answer is a little nuanced. It's not right on the nose. Well, it could be on the nose. I have a example. So I think, and I've kind of learned this from friends of ours and a friend of ours who auditioned, and she made a really interesting point about like pick a song that people might not expect you to sing. So if you look at me, you might think, okay, she's definitely going to do R&B. She's definitely going to do like, something like in that genre, maybe pop. But I would do like a Paramore song, but like flip it. Maybe do like a Claudia B. Like maybe and I
Okay.
mean Claudia B because if you watch Claudia B, some of her performances from last season, I believe, sometimes she would take a song and she would flip it and reverse it. Like
Yeah,
she would just she did Hotline Bling and she just created something very different but very unique. So I think that I would try to do something like that. But I would sing like a Paramore, like Misery Business, and like make it more of like a ballad. Just something unexpected, not just kind of stand out. That's what I would do.
I love it. Now, Steph, you know me. I'm more of a traditionalist.
Yes.
I mean, only because they do Luther so much on that show. Even though I have a voice probably more in the style of Luther,
Mm-hmm.
I probably would maybe do Superstar. Um, long ago, I might do that. Don't
Mm-hmm.
you know you love it? Or there's an obscure song from the 90s that I just love to sing because they like a lot of falsetto singing from the
Yes,
guys.
they
So,
do.
song by Troop, All I Do Is Think of You. Like that's what I would audition with. Like I can't wait to get to school each day and wait for you to have my like something like you know
Yes.
because it's a youthful song and I'm well into my 40s,
Yeah.
so like and because I feel like I bring kind of a youthfulness.
Yes.
I'm a little bit older,
Yes.
um, so something like that, or I could do For All We Know Donny Hathaway,
Oh,
which is what I was going to sing. I had two of Donny Hathaways prepared for my wedding, and my best man is a singer too,
yes.
who Stephanie knows very well.
Yes.
I sang them actually both on the way to the wedding. The one that the one that Nathan sang,
Yes.
"Song for You,"
Yes.
and "For All We Know," and the best man at my wedding said do for the one that I did for my wedding, but "For All We Know" is my favorite Donny Hathaway song of all time. So yeah, either Donny, Luther, or Troop. And if you all don't know that song, go check that
Go check
song out. All I Do is
that.
Troop. It's a great song.
Yes, it is. That
R&B,
is
very specific.
that's a very niche song.
Yeah.
Okay. So our next couple of questions are from I'll spell it Lyssrreiss. Lice Rice. I'm saying this so wrong.
So
I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I should be able to sound out my
glad you
sounds,
spelled it.
but that's who it's from. First question is, who would we want to coach us if we were on The Voice?
Well, I took any coach that's ever been on The Voice. That's
Yes,
how I'm answering the
yes, yes,
question.
yes.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Don't even have to think, Kelly Clarkson. Don't even have to think about it. Kelly
Me
Clarkson.
too.
Kelly Clarkson
Me too.
she's tough
Yes,
because she can be.
yes,
Kelly Clarkson is one of the greatest vocalists of this
yes,
generation. Okay, she's up there. You can put her up there with the greats.
yes,
And Kelly is a vocal. The technical term is vocal pedagogue, meaning she knows the I'm trying to think of an easier way to say it. She knows the mechanics
yes,
of the
yes.
voice. So Kelly Clarkson, without a shadow of a
That's
doubt.
so funny because that's my answer too. Yeah. I was interested to see if you would want to have a male coach because I know that I wouldn't wanted to have a female
Mm-mm.
coach.
Nope.
Okay.
Kelly,
All
Kelly.
right. Kelly. Okay, so her second, I believe, is what does then this is what she put. What does singing down mean? I think she means singing it down.
You answered that one, Stephanie.
So that just means when somebody is singing real good. And I don't know why the direction is down. I have no idea. I don't even know where it comes from. But do you know where it comes from?
Like get down, like when somebody says like dance, like you better get down, like it's like an old saying.
Yes.
So I think it's like singing it down, like getting
Yeah.
down, like getting funky with it or something.
Yeah.
I that's the origins. I don't know. I gotta look it up on
Me
Urban Dictionary or something.
too. I know that I use it in the context of somebody is singing something really, really well and really, really impactfully. Like she
Right.
sang that thing down.
Yeah.
Like she murdered that
Murder.
vocal. Murder. Okay, so the next few questions are from Suze Ross. Um, the first question is she asked if we were doing any season 25 interviews. So, so we may do one. We may do one.
What?
One. We are not going to do interviews like we've been doing the past few seasons, not because we do not want to talk to artists. It is because really it's because scheduling is a lot of work. And especially for this season that we're going into, the summer season, I know James has a lot going on. I know I will have a lot going on with different vacation plans and getting aways and all that kind of thing. So it is going to be a scheduling nightmare to try to schedule interviews. Also, I'm an introvert, y'all. And I end up getting, and this is going to be so funny for the people that we've interviewed to hear if they hear this. I get a lot of anxiety about interviews because I have I have control issues too. And I can't control other people's computer, internet, Wi-Fi, all that kind of thing. So it kind of leaves me in a helpless situation and we have not had a ton of interviews where there have been connection issues, but we have had some, and it's so stressful.
Yeah.
And so there was one artist where we actually had to scrap the original interview and re-record. And that artist was gracious and kind enough to
Oh,
redo that. But it was so
yeah.
stressful because we want to represent ourselves well, and we also want to represent the artist well. And it's really difficult to do that when Wi-Fi and other things are not working. So we are going to take a break from interviews. What we may do, though, is we may let artists know when we will be live. And if anybody wants to join us live, that we can do that. It's very low risk. See, we're doing it right now.
Mhm.
And it's just an easier medium to have the same kind of impact and do what we want to do, and just have it be a less stressful situation,
Ah,
primarily for me.
great answer. Great answer.
Thank you. This is also a really great question from Suze Ross. What song haven't we heard on The Voice that we want to? Hey, Ben, we just did all your questions, bro. You'll have to look at the the watch back.
Um,
You have to watch it back.
you know, there's a whole bunch of songs. I, I has Prince ever been sung on The Voice? Like, is his catalog even allowed?
Well, that's my question. That's the
Right.
question.
Like, because
Is his catalog
I
allowed?
I need Prince in my life. Because I would love to hear different people's interpretations of a Prince song.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so I would say Prince. Anything Prince, I need to hear. Maybe Rick James. Maybe some Fire and Desire. What if they battle with Fire and Desire? Are you kidding me? Tina Marie, Rick
Uh,
James. It is it is a family show, but
Listen, once they do D'Angelo, How Does It Feels? Untitled,
that's true.
they
You
can
can
do
do
anything.
Fire and Desire.
Yeah, they can do anything. My answer to this question is a little, mm, it's like there's songs that I probably want to hear, but it's like, can people sing it? You know what I mean? It's like, I want to hear more Whitney, but do I?
Right.
I want to hear more Mariah, but do I? I want to
Right.
hear more Sade, but do
Right.
I? Because the songs that I hear or that I want, I kind of just I want to hear people try them, but I also know that I'm going to be really critical about them. Um, so yeah, I'd like to hear maybe some more Anita Baker
Oh
songs.
yeah.
I'd love to hear some more Sade songs. I'd even like to hear because we don't get it a lot, but we got it a lot either last season or this season. More 90s R&B. Can we get
Yeah.
more like Monica? Some Monica, some Brandy, some more SWV, some Total. I would
Have
really
they
like
ever
to
had
hear.
Boy Is My on this show? All right,
No.
song.
Let's
That's the thing.
it's a built-in battle song. I'm
Right.
gonna say no. That
Oh,
might just have been because I missed it, but
right.
I've never seen it before. It is a built-in chick battle song, though. That would be awesome. But For You I Will, Angel of Mine, um, Brandy, Have You Ever? Those are really, I think those would be really awesome songs to hear on The
I
Voice.
think
So,
Purple Rain soundtrack. Anything from Prince's Purple Rain soundtrack, I need to hear. I
yes,
would do Purple Rain.
yes,
Um,
yes,
yeah. Uh, Baby, I'm a Star.
yes. Oh, you know the song that I wanted to hear that I thought we were going to hear, but we didn't? Who sang? It was Brian. Brian was singing a George Michael song, and I swore that it was going to be Careless Whispers.
Oh, Pair of Sisters.
Ooh,
His Father Figure is my favorite song of his. George Michael.
really?
Yeah. You don't like Father Figure? No. I love that song.
It creeps me out a little bit. Like, I can be your father figure. And yeah, it's been a while though since I've heard that song. I think the title has always just given me a creep factor. But no, Careless Whispers is my joint. Even like some Hall and Oates.
Right.
My child goes around now singing Sarah Smile.
Now,
Sarah Smile.
years, seasons ago, remember?
Huh?
Someone did Sarah
Oh,
Smiles a few
oh,
seasons.
did Magnus do
Matt
Sarah Smiles?
Yeah, he sure did.
Madness did do Sarah Smiles.
Yeah, remember because we went crazy because
Oh,
like
that's right. That's right. That's right. But I would like to hear some more stuff from that era of music as well.
80s, love it.
Yes. The last question from Suze Ross was she wants us to ask, she wants us to answer some of our own rapid fire questions. So, can I give you a couple
Yes.
and I'll answer them too? Um, what is what is your favorite movie genre?
I would say period,
Mm,
like
mm,
period pieces.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm. I
yeah.
think mine is I would say action, but then I get like nervous. So I don't like suspense, but I do like action.
Yeah.
Like the new Bad Boys movie has piqued my interest. That looks like it could be good.
And
Um,
when I mean
uh,
period, I mean specifically like gangster. I like gangster
oh,
movies.
gangster. Oh, okay,
My favorite movie of all time is Goodfellas.
okay,
So
oh,
yeah.
okay. I can always do a romantic comedy too because I'm in an era of peace and not stress. So anything that's an easy watch, looking for, I can do that. Um, what what is your dream celebrity collaboration?
Um, Patti LaBelle. Yeah, Patty, Mama Patty, Patty. That is my dream celebrity collaboration because I'm gonna give her as much as she gives me.
On my own, why did it end this way?
So many promises have been broken. Now I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Pat.
That okay.
Because
That's
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it. You know. You know.
oh my
Stephanie,
God, I
how
can
I
hear
get.
it. I
Stephanie,
can hear
how
it.
sometimes I get. Because Patty's gonna give you a performance, and if you know anything about James Toller, he will give you a performance.
Ain't that the
We'll give it.
truth? Oh my God, that is the perfect
Yeah.
collaboration. Oh my gosh. Okay. My dream celebrity collaboration. Gosh, I don't even know. I would say, I would say from a nostalgia point of view, because she had such a huge impact when I first heard her, was Alicia Keys.
I see it
Oh,
100%.
oh my gosh, I
We should
love me some.
go to see that show
I
because
really want to go.
I bet you would
I
love
would.
that show.
Oh my
Come on,
gosh,
I mean,
I know I would love it.
Show Bean, Show
Show
Bean?
Bean.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
gosh. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I'll stick with Alicia. All right, let's do one more. What's your dream vacation location?
I've been there twice. Costa Rica,
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica,
Costa Rica.
Liberia, Costa Rica. If you don't know, you need to know.
I know that's
Go
right.
to Costa Rica.
Um, I have two. So the one that's the most far-fetched, not far-fetched, but it would take God at this point. I want to go to the Mount, is it called the Maldives?
Yeah,
I just want to go, yeah, where they have like the hut that's on the
in
water.
the Indian
Yes.
Ocean.
And
They have
say that again.
they have them in the South Pacific as well.
Oh,
Those huts over the water, but the Maldives they have them in like Fiji, Bali, like they have them there too. But yeah,
okay.
they,
Okay. Okay. Well, I want to go to one of them. I just want a hut on the water that has a pool too, where I could just be on a hut by myself or with my husband
Lisa,
and just chill.
Ali in the background.
Uh,
Rock the boat, rock the boat. Hey, rock the chain. Okay, I'm not gonna say that next lyric.
yeah, yeah. If you don't know what it is, look it up.
Your husband, so
Um, oh, probably while my mom is cackling right now and looking up what the next lyric is because she's like that. Love you, mom. Um, the second is kind of it's interesting. I want to go to Disney, but I want to go without my kids because I want to ride all the rides. I want to go to all the restaurants. I want to chill at the hotel, and I want to.
Weekend.
Hmm?
So we just had this
Yeah.
conversation about Disney.
Yes, we did. Like, I really want to go to Disney World. Disney World, just to be specific, not Disneyland yet. I want to go to Disney World and I want to do the World Showcase because I've been to Walt Disney World before, but I was never interested at that point in the World Showcase. So I want to go to Epcot. I want to do all the things. I want to ride the Trons and the Guardians of the Galaxies and the Star Wars and drink the drinks and have all the foods and all the snacks and just,
Live it up.
yeah, live it up. Live it up. Okay. Let's see. We got a few more. This one is from Positive Poppy Grace. She asked what our favorite song from Asher was this season.
It would probably be the Sia for me. Yeah, it'd be the Sia.
Me
Yeah,
too. Me too.
it's the Sia. I mean, but it's hard to
Right.
choose. But it
Why
would be
that one for you?
um because that's where I really started to hear the different colors, where I like heard like multiple greatest singers of all times come out of his
Yeah.
throat, and then remember we talked about it, we were like, did he just Whitnify that? Did he
Yes.
just, did he just Luther that? Did he
Yeah.
just, it was just crazy. So
Yeah.
it'd be,
Same.
yeah,
Same. That's when I just felt like he transformed from being like a contestant on the show to like an
right.
artist. For many of the reasons that you just said. Like, I still go around my house pretty much worshiping to Titanium. I'm like, I am Titanium. Like,
The part where I'm bulletproof, when he said proof, I'm nothing to lose, I said, oh, come on. Fire away.
oh.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Like, yo, why am I worshiping? I am Titanium.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what? Don't have nothing to do with the Lord, but does it?
No.
Could.
Hey.
Eh. Um, hold up that shield.
Yeah.
This next one is from Connor Diorio. What is the performance that we always go back to over all the seasons that we've watched? Oh,
I do you want to go first?
you
Do you want me to go? Because
you can go. You can
one,
go.
I forget their names, but it's the You Got It Bad. It's the
Oh,
You Got It Bad.
you
Got It
got
Bad.
it.
Got It Bad battle, which was a Nick Jonas' season,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
oh gosh, I can't believe I forget these two gentlemen's names, but it was the You Got It Bad.
Yes.
Y'all, I don't know, Stephanie, if you can tag it somewhere or something. You got to go back and see this battle. It is the most epic battle. There's only one that's like a probably they could have tied, and I
Right.
think what that one was. But it's the You Got It Bad battle from the first season. I think Stephanie and I watched.
Oh my goodness. Victor
Victor,
and Dion.
Victor and Dion, You Got It Bad. That was some of the best singing I've ever heard. That was the battle to end all
Yeah.
battles. Knows that everyone that watches the Pitchy podcast knows that the battle rounds are James's favorite.
Yes.
But the third person is my favorite round.
Yes.
That was the battle to end all battles, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It was nobody survived because they both won. What about you?
You only have one?
I had two.
Go ahead.
But it's electric field. Is it's obviously. I was telling my wife this earlier. I said, it's the Sasha and
Devik.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those
Is
are
that
the
like
those are the two that we. But You Got It Bad for me is when I always came back to before Sasha and Devik's.
okay.
Kind of my
Okay.
OG, right?
Okay.
If you think
Okay.
of the Sasha and Devik's one was the one that Stephanie and I just talked. We've talked about now for 2 years. You know,
We've literally talked about that battle for like every time battles come around, we talk about Sasha and Devix.
Sasha and Devix. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, that was so lightning in a bottle. So obviously one of mine is Sasha and Devix. Another is Mary Kate, Connor, and Kylie. Anti-hero.
The Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Oh, that anti-hero, my lord. Another one is Libyanka's Everything I Wanted.
Yes.
I had
Yeah.
a dream. Oh my God.
Huge star. Love it. Um.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
what's the song that Kate Kate sang?
She sang the Bieber.
Yeah, the Bieber, the Kate. That's one Kate.
Yes.
There's two, believe it or not, that are in my top. Um,
Oh, Kate Martin.
Kate Martin's. What's the first one that we were
Was
like,
it Heart?
no,
Or no,
no,
it was her.
it
Wasn't it
was
her
it was
it was her
it was
audition.
no, 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 no,
No?
no. It was the one she did by the guy from One Direction.
Yeah.
Oh, that was her
Yes.
audition. Okay, okay, then yeah,
I think that
it was that one.
was her audition.
That one.
Um, oh, I was just singing that the other day.
Kate.
It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming. As it was.
as it was.
As
Yeah, yeah,
it was.
yeah. Oh wow, Ben said her all the man that I need.
Oh, all the men's.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
good too. As it was. Thank you,
that,
Ben. Yes, as it was.
yeah. By Harry
Oh,
Styles. Thank you, Ben.
when that man's when not man when Kate said as it was,
Yeah,
I said, oh my God, oh my God. Somebody else I came back. You know who I come back to? A couple, two more, because I could go no three more. Okay, Allie and D Smooth doing Unaware.
yep, yep, yep.
Okay,
Oh,
I will never forget that moment.
same season. What was that other battle? Uh, the Riley and
Oh, Riley and
uh, what was it?
Riley Tate,
Riley Tate and
Riley Tate
help us
and
out, Ben.
Michael B.
Mike
Heartbreak Anniversary.
Heartbreak Anniversary.
Michael B said Heartbreak Anniversary.
Crazy.
Okay, two more for me. Hi Jackson. Two more. One is D Smooth's location. Is location the one where he was like
Yeah,
Mike Fan? Go back to that often. Another kind of niche one, Ray Urel. And James is probably gonna laugh. Ray Urel, his essence.
yes.
I just listened to it in preparation for this because obviously I knew the question, and I was like, I need to hear that Ray Urel.
Yeah, yeah,
That was Chance the Rapper's genius on display.
yeah.
The way he arranged that song had everybody eating out the palm of their hand, and Ray executed. But like watching Kelly react, watching
Yeah.
uh Nile Horn was like playing the drums, and he was just like, it was a it was an arranging masterpiece
It
what he did
wasn't,
with that
and it
song.
wasn't a bat. And then two that weren't a battle. The one same drug,
Same drug,
right? Um,
yeah.
then the one that the Kelly song. Remember that one year, that
Oh,
one season?
that Kelly, yeah, at the end,
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Um, that one, and then oh gosh, Untitled.
Untitled,
Uh, Mac,
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 right? Mac.
Mac.
How long have we been waiting for Untitled? Yeah. So.
We could probably go on and on, but
Yep.
we'll stop there. Um, okay, we have two more questions. This question was asked by two people, by Suze and by Liz Rice. I'm saying that wrong. I know I am. My apologies. My Funny Valentine was right here. Was right here, Ben.
Uh,
Yes, My Funny Valentine. That was,
uh,
we called it a masterpiece. It was like a work of art. Absolutely good one. Who would be a good voice coach who has not coached yet? I have one.
Living or dead?
Sure.
Aretha Franklin. It'd be No Chill. Like
Can you
beautiful gown,
imagine?
beautiful gowns.
Beau-
Aretha Franklin, I think, would be one of the best coaches for this show.
Beau-
Patti LaBelle, I think, would be great.
Whitney.
Whitney,
I think Whitney would get excited. Like
yeah.
she would get
Yeah,
really excited.
you could really sing. Whitney would like, she do like Jennifer Hudson. Like when Jennifer Hudson used to throw her shoe,
Yes.
remember? Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking outside the box. I see Ben said Mariah Carey or Carrie
Yeah, I
Underwood.
mean, Mariah's done it before.
She,
She's actually been a coach, but she's been a guest coach and she did American Idol.
mm-hmm,
So I would say if we're talking about Carrie's great, Carrie would be great
mm-hmm.
because she's Kelly. She's been through it before.
Right, right. Um,
Hey, Sydney, we already answered your questions, but you'll be able to go back and watch the playback that we did answer your questions.
that's right. Um, I think Pharrell would be a really good coach.
Which he
He,
has.
he
Pharrell's
has?
been on The Voice. Yeah, early seasons. Yeah, Pharrell was a really good coach. I've seen a couple of his. Yeah,
Well, then I was right.
yeah,
I was right.
yeah.
He'd be a really good coach.
Pharrell was early seasons of The Voice.
He was a coach. Well, then I was right, y'all. Okay, here's our last question. This is the question
Yeah,
that the most.
my phone's about to die, so let's go.
Okay, this is the question that the most people ask. Who was our favorite coach and why?
I would say it would be a tie between J Hud and because I love how excited it kind of answered you kind of what said Whitney,
Mm-hmm.
right? J Hud was probably one of my favorite coaches because she would do things like throw her shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Things like, and then Kelly Clarkson, because like Kelly, same thing. She got excited, but in a different way. Like Kelly made that stank face,
Mm-hmm.
and like she would like groove. She'd be up like dancing. Like
Yes.
Kelly like didn't care.
Yeah.
Like she didn't shoot about it,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
I like because one of the things is like Kelly was like, this is back to Kelly. Kelly was one of the hardest coaches, but when you sang it down, Kelly was your biggest supporter.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have two answers, and Ben, they match yours. Kelly,
Oh,
for all the things that you said, I think that she's just on par, like a great coach, but has that excitability factor that you want to see. You better sing, and she did that not just with her people, she did that with anybody who was singing well in the competition. Niall was a surprise for me. I didn't know much about Niall as a artist other than he was in One Direction. To see him
and
coach,
about Niall off camera, how committed. Remember how committed Niall was to his artist.
texting, calling, emailing, like, yeah, in between, yeah. And just I love how much he loves instrumentation in the arrangement of the song. And like the full of the song, not only the vocal, but he was really invested in the arrangement of it as well. He really proved himself to be a complete artist, and it made me respect him more as his own artist as well. So, yeah, he was a favorite. I will say Nick Jonas really surprised me too.
He was
I thought Nick was excellent as
he was
well.
great.
Um, so guys, those were our questions. Thank you guys so much for such awesome questions.
Thank
This will get posted immediately on the feed, so that if you did not get to see your question answered, you can go back and watch it. And in a little while, it's going to be posted onto YouTube with some timestamps so that you can see your question answered. We will do this again. We'll have to figure out whether we're going to do it
uh,
like
uh,
we did posting a story. Thanks, Ben. Whether we post a question on the story or whether we just get on live and answer
yeah,
questions or
keep the
whatever.
questions coming. We love these questions. Please,
Yes,
please.
yes, yes. All right, y'all.
All right,
Have a
sis.
great night. We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.